guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Dr. Stone. We're on season 4, episode 5. Yes, 5, which is called Doctor versus Doctor. So, last episode, we have discovered that there is life, in fact, in the new world. People are revived here. They're not friendly. And we see that Gen managed to infiltrate the enemy camp. And thus far, we've been introduced to 2 characters. One by the name of Stanley, who seems to be the muscle or the security around the place. And then there is Dr. Zeno, I believe it was, or Dr. X. And Dr. X is basically the brains behind all the revolutionary tech, but also he's the one who I think has got the most astute judgment calls as far as these, people who might be potential threats. But anyways, we got Gen doing a lie detector, and he asked Gen the direct question of who is the brains in their operation, because they know, because of what happened with the plane, that there's someone there who clearly doesn't or isn't basic. Let's put it that way. And so Gen decided to lie, and he said that Taiju was the person who was the brains, because I think he's trying to make sure that if they do in fact go and have to bring somebody else in, they don't lose their ace in the hole, which is in fact Senku, because at this point he has no idea whether or not these new people want to work with Senku or do him harm. So I guess we're now going to figure out what's going on as far as this war of the mind, because we see that as far as Senku is concerned, this is going to be a battle of wits in order to get access to the massive cornfield that they've got going on here. So I'm ready to jump into this and see where this battle is going to start. So let's do that. But just before I do, a reminder that if you'd like to be in the know of when I drop episodes, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. All right, out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. It's a smokestack, baby. That's a lot of corn. He's not quite there yet. This trustworthy liar. Both. He's a very good liar, but when he's on your side, he's on your side. Smart. I was about to say, how convenient. Yep. Yep. I'm glad y'all know him. Yeah, we can't exactly. At this point, we just gotta go in blind. It's true. Facts. No names! Hang up! Huh? Don't let your pride hit you. Not the mustache. Yeah, he's gonna see through you in literally 30 seconds, don't you? I feel like they should have picked maybe even Yukio, because Yukio at least knows how to act. That is the current situation. Right? I'm like, can someone please put their hand over his mouth immediately? They honestly could have just let Senku do this call, because he can't see this face. This is why this was dumb. Is he? He is a simpleton. Why would we surrender? He clearly hasn't figured that out. We now have a negotiation. You just did. At least they know when to hang up. Jeez. Right? Y'all stayed in that call so long so they could find out exactly where you were. You're gonna be stuck in America because they're gonna probably destroy the crap out of that boat. Good job, buddy. Who can fly, though? Well, that's true. You do need a runway. This is not a helicopter. And who can fly? Rishi probably can. You have time for that? Good luck with that. Guys, you already know that's not Senku's way. As much as sometimes it would solve his problems, you don't take life. And y'all don't got a petrification beam to help you. They're gonna get captured. I'd almost say let them go and get themselves captured, but they would talk. I mean, I almost wanted them to do it if it wasn't gonna cost them their lives and everybody else's.
でもこっちの場所もバレちゃったんでしょ。Yep. もうこれペルセウスごと逃げた方がいいんじゃ。
Flee where? Right, let's ask a villain how they think.
哨戒機で私たちペルセウス号の位置は完全に把握され、私たちが接近戦でどれだけ強かろうと空は飛べません。
That's true. Well, I was gonna say, like, they have more than one plane, but I'm wondering, because he says they're low on manpower. We only saw 3 people, so maybe there's only 1 or 2 people that can fly. I'm just thinking, what stops them from getting more planes than you have, right? You better. It's that or back into the water.
まあ、シート素材武大先生だけは俺らのぶっちぎりアドバンテージだね。
That is true. We don't grow bamboo over here.
彼らは逃げられないよ。そのための哨戒機での牽制だ。
Gen's like, good. I don't want them leaving without me.
そこの彼、ミスターゲンによれば、チート科学屋は一人らしい。
Sadly, yes.
少年科学王国を崩壊させるには
Youth Kingdom.
そのリーダーを消せば済む話だ。ドクター大将。
It's so fun to hear that. Sorry.
どうやって？
Alright, give me your plan.
できるんだよ。
Okay.
なんか面後大樹ちゃん。
It's alright. Taiju's not as easy to take out as you'd think.
少人数の特攻部隊で敵の科学の源。
Not both of them having the same plan, although you're saying capture, he's saying take out. Not ninjas.
右京、そして追加。
She's very good at infiltration.
殴り合いよねこれって。
I mean,
もしかすると
mental fist fight.
科学王国 vs 科学王国の。
Really, guys, you should be besties. Come on. You both love science. Why are we doing this? Why are we fighting? The population is down to like one millionth of what it used to be. And you're fighting? For what? You already said you're low on manpower. Why? Why? I guess they wanted to surrender first, I guess. But yes, it is a power grab. To be fair, Senku is looking to take over. So I can't even be that mad at Dr. X. My man said, listen, I did all this. You're trying to step in and take it. Ah! But if what he says is true, however, and all like they are low on manpower, they are growing way more corn than any handful of people need. But my guess is he's maybe not telling the truth about everything. There might be more people than he's saying. But they're saying, I think I picked up from this episode that he's saying that whoever is awake right now are people that came back on their own, right? Like somehow the conditions were right to revive them, but it looks like the one thing they haven't figured out is how that revival happened. They know nitric acid had something to do with it, but they don't know the right right recipe, the right herbs and spices to make the revival fluid, because if they did, they would revive more people. So yeah, as Senku said, that is the one advantage they hold right now, is that they do know how to do that. But as what's his name, Tsukasa, very rightfully pointed out, if they find out that we have that advantage, they'll just kill us and take it. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, if we tell them that or at least tell them the recipe, they have no reason to keep us alive, and they have enough they have enough resources to make enough to outnumber us drastically. Right, and it'll be over if that happens. So yeah, it's an interesting situation that the group is in. Dr. Zeno is very smart. He seems to be somewhat prudent, but unlike our last season villain there with what's his name, Ibarra, who is very cunning and sly. I don't get that from Zeno yet. I don't think he's quite as cunning. I feel like he's a bit more like Senku, where he's more singular to his scientific task. He is someone who is very smart. He does think about all the ways and angles and, you know, how things could go down. But I don't think he necessarily, like, that's exactly why he said, like, he looked at Stanley and was like, can it be done? Can this person be taken out? He's not even thinking about how to do that. He knows that Stanley's the person who thinks about how to do that, right? So I feel like him and Senku are like two sides of the same coin, and really they're both really, their primary concern is the science. But we'll have to find out what Zeno's issue is, because if he is like Senku, him being in this place where he's attacking first and threatening and actually even, you know, truly considering taking somebody out, that says to me that something happened. There's something going on there, you know, that, you know how this show goes. So there's probably a reason behind why he's acting this way. So we'll have to figure out what that is at some point. But now we've been introduced to one more character. There's that woman, that very tall woman, very muscular. She definitely looked like she's in the same realm as Kohaku and I always forget the lady who's the fan and the singer. But yeah, they're definitely in that mix there. So I don't know how many more people there are, but clearly they're not too alone here in this other kingdom. And we see that Gen so far has the trust of the people, the tentative trust of this group, but he's kind of in a tight spot, right? He can't really tell them not to go after Senku and everybody there, because then it would sound like he is in fact a spy. But at the same time, you know, him trying to get as much info as he can so he could try to at least get the info out. And we see that he wasn't able to do that because Zeno shut that down. He's like, you don't need to know the details. Just know that if my man says he can do it, that's all you need to care about. So as Gen said, he had to apologize for not being able to give Senku and the group a bit more of a heads up. But Senku's no fool. He knows that Senku's a very smart man too, and that there's a lot of smart brains there. Like, I really love seeing the different skill sets coming out of Tsukasa and from what's his name, Hyoga, right? They're both using their mindset around fighting and strategy, and it's actually helping them out a lot. And we also see that they're planning on getting the plane that they took, that they crashed, and basically getting it airworthy again, and potentially at least giving themselves a bit of a chance that if they're attacked by water, at least someone can be in the air trying to keep the plane busy so it's not attacked from both sides, because otherwise, as they said, they're going to be done if that's the case. So the plot is thickening. I am liking it, but we'll have to see what goes down here, since we have an away team now, two strike forces that are going up against each other. We'll have to see. I mean, there's only one man on Stanley's side, but that machine gun definitely ups the ante. So let's hope that our guy Tsukasa's got enough instincts and agility to keep that from becoming a real problem. So yeah, good episode. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.